When to use heat versus when to use ice. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Dr. Tsai from Back to Life Chiropractic. One of the most common questions I get is when to use heat versus when to use ice. So let me see if I can clear that up for you. The first thing to consider is whether your injury is acute or chronic. Typically, in an acute injury, if you sprain your ankle, for example, or if you're bending over to pick something up and you strain a muscle in your back, you want to ice that down as soon as possible. That will control some of the inflammation and help you through that situation, as opposed to a chronic condition. Now, when I'm talking chronic, I'm talking like joint stiffness, muscle tightness that's more long-lived. In that case, you would want to use moist heat to try to relax that musculature and open up that joint range of motion a little bit. That's a general rule. There are some exceptions to that, but in general, acute is going to lend itself more toward ice, and in a chronic condition, you want to use moist heat. So as far as the ice pack or gel pack, what I love are these flexible gel packs. Number one, they're multi-purpose, so you can actually freeze this for an ice application, and then you can heat it as well. Pop it in the microwave for a few minutes to get heat application. The main thing you want to do when you heat this is make sure you use a moist heat. So this is just a smooth surface. There's no cloth or material on here. So what you'd want to do with one of these is just dampen a hand towel, moisten a hand towel. You can either pop that in the microwave with this pack, or just after this is heated up, wrap it in that towel, get it on wherever you need it, and then that will drive that moisture into your body. So that's the reason for that is twofold. Number one, it will hydrate the muscle, keep the muscle nice and moist. A dry heat over time can tend to dehydrate the muscle. And then secondly, a moist heat is going to penetrate deeper anyway. It's going to give you a more effective application. In either case, whether you're heating or icing, make sure you wrap this in a towel. Don't apply this directly to your skin. Limit your use of this to about 15 to 20 minutes per application. And then if you need to do multiple cycles of ice, for example, try to take it off for about 15 to 20 minutes in between. When you ice, you're going to go through a period of burning, aching. You know the typical feeling when you have something on your body that's very, very cold like this. But eventually you'll hit a point of numbness where you no longer feel how cold that ice is. That's why you want to limit it to 15 to 20 minutes. Anything beyond that can actually start to damage the tissue. And the same thing goes with heat. I'm sure you're aware of that. But if you leave a hot pack on your skin for a long period of time, your body can adapt to the way it feels. But if it's on there for too long, it's actually going to start to irritate the tissue and the muscle. So consider getting one of these. The reason I love these is you can put these on your neck. They wrap around your neck. They'll conform to your shoulder and knee joint, for example. And they have this awesome logo on the front too. So that is acute versus chronic. There's another category of pain I'd like to address, and this is like a sharp pinching pain or stabbing pain or numbness, anything like that that comes on suddenly. Typically you want to get ice on because there's inflammation either around that nerve or the tissue surrounding the nerve, as opposed to a dull ache or a stiffness or just a tight feeling. That type of thing you typically want to get moist heat on. So there's acute versus chronic, and then there's the types of pains that distinguish between moist heat and ice. But that's the distinction between chronic and acute. So you can have a chronic condition that flares up on you, and then all of a sudden you're getting a pinching or shooting pain. So it's not so cut and dry that you want to go acute ice, chronic heat, because a chronic condition can flare up to the point where you're getting acute type symptoms. And in that case, you want to ice those down, clear yourself of those acute symptoms, and then you can revert back to moist heat for that chronic condition. So hopefully that clears things up instead of muddling things for you. But if you have any questions, please contact us at the office and we'll get them addressed for you as quickly as possible. All right, thanks for listening. Have a great day.